How y'all doing? Welcome to another episode of Synergy Talk. I'm Mr. J Synergy, and I'm coming to you to bring some late breaking news coming out of Texas. It looks like the governor of Texas, Mr. Abbott, has made another ridiculous decision. Seems he wants to be the first state to open up amidst the pandemic. Reports from our notes say from a breaking news story that the governor of Texas has actually announced that he would like to go ahead and open up the whole state. I mean, beaches, restaurants, movies, clubs, bars, whatever you want to do is going to be free to go do it starting March 10th in the state of Texas. Now, even despite the growing concerns and the fact that Texas is actually the 49th state in the number of people that have vaccinated, Mr. Abbott is going to continue to go through with this opening of the state. To be exact, Texas, like I said, they're ranked 49th in the actual distribution of the vaccinations right now. And at this time, it looks like they only have 12.9% of the population of Texas that's actually vaccinated. Now, in the defense of Mr. Abbott, he stated that Texans already know what to do. They've been dealing with this pandemic for a year, and the numbers have gone down. Well, man, genius, Mr. Abbott. Maybe, Governor, it has something to do with the fact that people were actually following the health guidelines for about 15 months now. I mean, just in January, the hospitalizations were really high in Texas, as well as the death rates. And the reason numbers were dropping is because people were wearing masks as well as social distancing. So for you just to take that away, knowing that not even 13% of the whole state of the population has been vaccinated, amidst all these other concerns that they have going on out there in Texas, my heart really goes out to Texas. I mean, they just deal with a winter storm that they're not used to. The power grid out there is shit. It needs to be updated. And people don't even have good drinking water. So I guess to the governor, the best thing to do would just go to the beach. That's about the only clean place right now where Texans can get clean drinking water. So I guess that's his reasoning. At any rate, Mr. Abbott, he been down this road before. Despite all the cries out from the health department in Texas saying not to open this too early, a lot of people haven't been vaccinated, he's still going to go along with it. Like I said, he said, and is quoted as saying, by the time all these health memorandums are rolled back on March 10th, then we'll have about 80% of the senior citizens vaccinated. And his reasoning for saying that is, he said there were most of the cases of death that they had that were happening in Texas. So that's a little different. I guess he knows something else that scientists and Dr. Fauci and everybody else don't fucking know. Because from what they were saying, it seems like anybody can and has died from this virus. So my heart goes out to Texas. It just sucks that you got to have all type of idiots running the state. I mean, the choice that he's making is pretty much idiocy and about to lead to a whole bunch of deaths. Not only that, the fact that last year around June, the governor of Texas, when the rest of the states were actually just slowly rolling back everything to get everything going as far as the economy for the people that could get out there safely at a social distance, he actually elected last summer to be the first state again to open up beaches. And, a lot of common sense has to come with things that we never seen before, especially when it comes to science. People rush to beaches, and then 2 months later, not only was the infection rate one of the highest in the country, as well as the world, Mr. Abbott also came down with the coronavirus last year. And his post-release news conference, after the fact of him opening up all the beaches and locations, he actually said that that was a great mistake and that he never felt anything like the coronavirus and he should have opened up a little bit slower. Guess he didn't remember that virus he had. And at this time, we have multiple variant strands coming all across our country. So, I mean, at this time, and unless I'm saying something that just doesn't make sense. Let me know if y'all agree with that Texas should be opening it up and rolling back the mask mandates and just saying everything can open to full capacity. Just because we have vaccines doesn't mean it's clear. So everybody make sure that y'all continue to distance yourself and stay safe, regardless of if y'all have an idiot for a governor. I mean, it's just sad to see. Like I said, he took a vacation actually as well while people were going without electric. They had the snowstorm, and he's vacationing somewhere out of the country, living a good life. So once again, this just points out to the pathetic leadership that we have in office, not only in the government at this time, but also in our local states. Once again, Governor Abbott of Texas has reelected to open up everything on March 10th. And since he has done that, other states, about 14 states, are going to follow the same bandwagon, basically following the wave, So the way it's looking right now, I just pray to God that everybody who wants to take the vaccine does get vaccinated and people be immune, because unfortunately we're going to see another surge. If we're starting to open right now, I'll give it about 2 more months and the numbers are going to go back up. Like I said, everybody's disagreeing with him, but he still chooses to go ahead with this. What he's doing is trying to secure his spot in office for his reelection. At this rate, I hope the people that's in Texas, whether you're Republican or Democrat, wake up and see that this man is not fit to run the state of Texas. He's making decisions that's putting hundreds of thousands of lives in danger as well as himself. So he has no regards for anybody out there. Only thing he cares about is his political career. This is Mr. J Synergy. This is Synergy Talks. Synergy Talks. Like I said, I'm going to bring exclusive breaking news. It's not going to be all entertainments and rappers. So if you want that, tune to another channel. But for all the people that do show me love, continue to show me love. Drop some comments if you agree with this situation and story. And subscribe, like, share, and get this out there. And if you got any family or anybody out there in Texas, continue to pray for them. And let's try to do something to help that state out. Because right now, it looks like the governor has his own agenda in mind, and it's not about the people. Until then, everybody make sure that you stay focused, stay blessed, don't live in the matrix, and always remember that the fall is always going to be harder than the come up. This is Mr. J Synergy. Much love to everybody. Stay safe, keep your mask on, and don't follow what Governor Abbott is saying. Obviously, he's not a scientist. Until then, I'm out of here.